Hello, this is Chaplain Chuck and welcome to the recoverychannel.tv. We are glad you're here. We're rolling on a new program called One Day at a Time, and I'm giving it an acronym, ODAT. One Day at a Time, ODAT, okay? It's just tied in definitely with recovery, with the recovery programs. Okay, explanation. Why one day at a time? Why ODAT, okay? Every day kind of starts over, doesn't it? Do you ever think about, how great or maybe good the day before was, and you wake up the next morning? Okay, where was that good feeling? Okay. The peace we derive from praying and meditating, they recommend you do it in the morning, even 5 minutes of meditation. Studies show brings 10% happier mood for the rest of the day, less reactionary. No matter what kind of meditation you do, but studies show through brain scans and so on, pretty much is dissipated by the next day. The confidence and support we got from going to a meeting. I went to a meeting last night. It was Smart Recovery. First time I had been there, it was actually a Christmas party. The people were welcoming, so that's something I'm going to use in my work with detox patients to help them. Give that as definitely a resource that I think, and I'm going to attend more meetings before I get firmly behind it. I am mostly familiar with AA. The confidence and other 12-step programs. The confidence and support we got from going to a meeting, you know what? Today I woke up, didn't quite feel that way. Didn't notice that. I felt like isolated. The high we got from walking nature or exercising. When I go for a swim, I swim about half a mile, 3 to 4 times a week. That gives me a high for sure. It's one of the reasons why I do it. It makes me feel stronger, more peaceful, centered. And one of the reasons is because it releases endorphins and serotonin and either cannabinoids, something like that to the brain. And strength training does that to a certain extent as well, weights or whatever. So cycling, running, all of those things really, really help, okay? They're good, and I highly recommend you do it. I think that's a part of any successful recovery. So the success we achieve from just one more day in recovery, which I did yesterday, I was sober, I wasn't binge eating, I had a really good day, okay? So what happens? Well, unfortunately, it tends not to last. The good feelings subside. Even from running, swimming, cycling, any kind of aerobic exercise, cardio, we actually end up by usually the next morning, the serotonin levels, all those levels have subsided to whatever our baseline is. We wake up to a new day feeling anxious. I woke up this morning, I'm telling you, I was so anxious. I thought, I really want to get filming. I had this segment ready to film, and I just didn't want to do it. I was afraid it wouldn't come off right. This is new to me. I lead workshops. I don't do filming for a camera. I've never been in front of a camera in my life, so I'm not comfortable with this yet. But it kind of starts over. So what did I do today? Let me tell you what I did. So how about repeating what we did yesterday today? The purpose of ODAT is we can only live one day at a time. Just one day. It's all we ever have is today. The past is done. I'm sorry, it's over. We can ruminate about it, but it's over. The future's not here. It's never here. It's just another moment of now, or another hour of now, another today of now, okay? So we have to really create the day today so that how do we want to live it? We do have some choice. Not everything is a choice, but a lot of things are. Our behaviors and what actions we take quite often are, certainly in our free time, are. So we can continue building and growing. That's the point of recovery, so that we don't backtrack and fall back in the hole. I begin each day with a daily positive reflection to get the day going. I call it to get my head on straight. It's like, okay, Chuck, get your head on straight. Even before I get out of bed, my wife and I read the daily word from Unity, and the daily word, we can do it in Spanish. We set it to Spanish, because my wife and I both speak Spanish. She's Guatemalan, and I was a Spanish teacher, a medical interpreter, and I use Spanish at the hospital all the time. So we start out with the daily word, and then we also do, I do the grapevine, which comes from AA. It's a wonderful, sometimes it's actually from Bill W. There'll be a lot of quotes from him or references from the big book. And so I read those two things usually before I even get out of bed to, again, make sure I have my head on straight, right? Okay. So, tune into the Recovery Channel TV to get your day started off right, okay? Start the day with us, all right? So that you can learn to live in that time frame of one day at a time. Thank you for watching the Recovery Channel TV. We'll see you next time.